Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is our today's question on LeetCode, and this question is basically daily challenge for 21st July. And the question is number of longest increasing subsequence. So basically we are given with an integer array nums, and we have to return the number of longest increasing subsequence. Okay, and the sequence has to be strictly increasing. So this is the condition of our subsequence, and we have to return longest increasing subsequence for the given array. So let us have a closer view for this input. Okay, so for this particular array we can have longest increasing subsequence as 1 1 3 5 and 7. So this can be the longest increasing subsequence. So you can see that this sequence is increasing, and the size of this sequence or length of this sequence is 4. We cannot have any increasing sequence for length 5, because for length 5 this whole array is going to be that sequence, and this whole array is not strictly increasing. So for length 5 we cannot have increasing subsequence. So basically our longest increasing subsequence will be having length 4. So this can be one of the answer. We can also have this answer with us: 1 3 4 and 7. So this can also be our answer. So for this array we can have only two subsequence or longest increasing subsequence. So what we are going to do, we are going to return 2 in this case. So let us see what is the answer. So yeah, you can see that the answer is 2. So let us think about how we can solve this question. So basically this type of question can be solved using dynamic programming. So basically what we are going to do, so let us say we are on any particular index. Let's say I is equal to 2. So what we will do, for this index, for I is equal to 2, what we will do, we will we will iterate in the left part of the array. Okay, and what we will do, somehow we will store what we are going to do, somehow we are going to store the length of longest increasing subsequence which are ending at any particular index which is on the left side of this index. So if we are on index 2, so for left part, so basically from 0 to 1, what we are going to do, we are going to store the value of longest increasing subsequence or length of longest increasing subsequence uh, which is ending at any particular index in this left part. So what does that mean? So for this index, let us say j. So basically j here is nothing but 0. So for this subsequence, you can see that it is a single sequence, a sequence of single element is always increasing. So for this case you can have the length as 1. So I will write here length as 1. Okay, lis lis length is equal to 1. Okay, so what we will do, when we are on when we are on index 2, so what we will do, we will iterate over the left part, and for all the elements which are smaller than this particular element 5. So you can see that what I am going to do, if any element is smaller than this particular element 5, what we can do, we can make a longest increasing subsequence by adding this 5 at the last of the longest increasing subsequence of any index at the left part. So basically what does I mean, we will check, we will find out the length of all the lis, all we will find out the length of all lis at the left part at those index whose value is less than that of 5. So basically you can see that at left index or at the left part of this from this index I is equal to 2, you can see that each element is smaller than 5. So what we are going to do, we are going to store length of lis. Okay, so for j is equal to 0, the length is going to be 1. For j is equal to 2, so for j is equal to 2, you can see that the length is going to be, sorry, j is equal to 1. So you can see that lis len is nothing but 2. So that is 1 and 3. So what we will do, we will iterate over the left part, and we will get the maximum value of LIS. Okay, and for the maximum value, this 5 is going to be attached. So basically, let us say we can have a maximum of LIS at the left part. So let's say the answer is maxi. So what we are going to do, so for this I is equal to 2, the LIS len will be nothing but maxi plus 1. So in this way we are going to have our length of longest increasing subsequence, and to find out number of longest increasing subsequence, we can use a vector count. Okay, so basically this vector will count that how many LIS are there if the longest increasing subsequence is ending at 5. So basically you can see that for this case we can have only, if we are ending at 5, so for this case you can have only one LIS, that is 135. Okay, but what about 7? So for 7 you can see that our maximum will be from 5 also. So let us talk about index 7. So for index 7, so basically when you are on index 7, so what we will do, you will iterate over the left part. Okay, so you can see that the answer or uh, LIS len corresponding to 5 is going to be 3, and for 4 also you can see that LIS len is again 3. So for this index, for the last index or where the element is 7, you can see that we can have two subsequences, two longest increasing subsequences. One is from 5 and another is from 4. So basically what we will do, we will store the value. So what we will do, we will have another vector count, and uh, this count will store number of longest increasing subsequence which are ending at this particular index. So for this particular index you can see that what we will do, so for so basically from for 5 we can see that the count will be, so I will write here count of it is 2. So count of 2 is nothing but 1, and for 4, for this part also we can have count of 3. Okay, so count of 3 is equal to again 1. uh, okay, so but for 7 you can see that count of 4, so basically it is on 4th index. So you can see that we can have LIS of length 3, which is maximum before this index, at 2 points. So basically those 2 points are at index 2 and at index 3. So basically it is nothing but 2. So in this way we will store the value of LIS len and count, and whenever for a particular index, if LIS len is maximum among all LIS, then what we are going to do, we will just add this value of count. Okay, so let us dive into the code and see what we can how we can solve this question. So we can have some of the variables with us, intn, which is nothing but size of this vector. Okay, and we will have two vectors with us. One will be a dp vector, and it will be initialized with 1, and another will be count vector. So basically I will write here separately. So this dp vector, what it will do, it will store the LIS len ending at any index. Okay, and we can have another vector with us, count n comma 1. So basically what it will do, it will store number of LIS, okay, ending at any index. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are we will iterate over age index, and we will go to the left part. So I will write here, we will iterate over each index and will go to left part. So basically for int I is equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. So what we will do, we will go on the left part. So basically for int j is equal to I minus 1, j greater than 0 and j minus minus. Okay, so what we will do, if nums of I is greater than nums of j, so basically what we are supposed to do, we will check, I will write here, we will check for smaller numbers. So basically what we are going to do, so if dp of I is less than dp of j plus 1, so in this case what we are going to do, we are going to maximize this value of dp. So dp is nothing but dp of j plus 1, and in this case so you can see that for 3 the value of dp of j, so let us say this is our jth element and this is our, let's say, ith element. Okay, so you can see that dp of j and initially dp of I, we have initialized it with 1, so dp of I was initially 1, and you can see that dp of j after iterating after solving for 3 or for j is equal to 1, so dp of j will be nothing but, so dp of j will be nothing but 2. Okay, so what will happen, so you can see that dp of I is less than dp of j plus 1. Okay, so for this case what we are going to do, we are going to update this value, and this value will be nothing but dp of I is equal to dp of j plus 1. So dp of j plus 1, and it is nothing but 3, so we are going to update dp of I. So in this way we are going to update dp of I, and correspondingly for this index we can have our count as 1. So count of j is equal to 1. So for this case also you can see that we have only we can have only same number of LIS with us as corresponding to uh, LIS at number of LIS ending at j. So basically in this case count of I is nothing but it will be equal to count of j. So that's what we are going to do here. So basically we will just in update the value of count I to count j. Okay, and if the value of dp of I is equal to dp of j plus 1, so basically if dp of I is equal to dp of j plus 1, so let us think about this case. So basically okay, this case can be for here. So you can see that for this part dp of I for this index, so it is second index, so dp of 2, so dp of 2 you can see that 3, and for this third index you can see that dp of 3 is again 3. So basically what we are going to do, so you can see that when we are on this index, okay, so for this index you can see that what we can see. Okay, so basically when we are on this index, okay, so basically when we are on this index dp of 3 and it was initially 1. Okay, so it was initially 1, and what we are going to do, and we have, no, it was updated to 3. Okay, so basically when we are here, so dp of 4, so basically dp of 4 will be nothing but, we can solve this part and you can see that it is equal to, when we are going on any index in the left side, and you can see that dp of 4 will be nothing but it will be 4, and it is nothing but dp of j plus 1. Okay, so I will write here, it is nothing but dp of j plus 1. So in this case what will happen, it will add the value of these two counts. So for this case what we are going to do, so count of I, it will be added with count of j. So that's what we are going to do here. So if dp of I is equal to dp of j plus 1, so in this case what we are going to do, increase the value of count I with count of j. Okay, so that's what we will do here, and after that what we are going to do, we have to maximize the value of our LIS. So for this we have to, I will write here a variable. Okay, so int max LIS length or we can say that lis length, so it is initially 1. Okay, so it is nothing but length of lis. Okay, so we are going to maximize it. Okay, so that's why lis length is nothing but maximum of lis length comma dp of I. So in this way we will get our maximum length, and after that what we are going to do, we are going to add all the lis of this length. Okay, so we will have our variable res, which will be just count number of lis of length, uh, lis length. Okay, so basically what we are going to do, we will iterate over all the elements of dp. So basically for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and if dp of I is equal to lis length, so in this case what we are going to do, we are increasing the value of res with count of I, and finally we will return it. So let us see whether the code works or not. So you can see that test cases are passing. Let us see for more cases. So yeah, all cases are passing. So you can see that. Let us see the code, let us see the solution again. So basically what we are doing, we are just storing the value of dp, that is nothing but length of lis, which is ending at a particular index. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are storing the value of, or the length of lis, which is ending at any index. And what we are going to do, we will use it to use it for the length at any higher index. So that's what we are doing here, and you can see that we have stored the value of dp of j, and it will be used further. And for counting the lis, we have the vector count I. So basically it will count number of lis which are ending at a particular index I, and we have get the maximum value of lis length. And if dp of I is equal to lis length, so we are just counting, counting the value of cnti, and we are just returning it. So in this way this question was solved. So I hope you understood my solution, and I hope you understood my code also. So if you understood my solution, if you like my solution, you can like my video also. And if you want to see some more videos like this, you can subscribe my channel. If you have any kind of doubt regarding this question, you can ask me in comment section. And if you want to share any idea regarding this question, you can also comment it in comment section. Thank you.